What is going on, guys, and welcome back to another Pokemon Wi-Fi battle. Today we have another live match. This is going to be against my buddy Carson from Twitter. I believe he has his own YouTube channel, ToxicGaming, or something along the lines of that. I'll put his link in the description for you guys to check out. He makes some videos, so show him some love. Anyways, yeah, so another live battle. We are doing another NU match. This is with the same team as we were playing with last time, so let's see if we can make this work again. Carson is actually a pretty good NU player, so this should be a decent match here. Let's see what he's going to bring. I'll put my bottom screen there for you guys so you can see my team yet again. He is bringing Malamar. Everybody brings Malamar in NU nowadays, man. Basculin, Miss Maggie, Rotom-Frost, Tangela, and Slaking. Alright, so definitely some threats on his team. Miss Maggie's always a pretty big threat. That Basculin could be pretty bad. I mean, I definitely need to save Quagmire. He has a lot of physical threats here. I only see, I mean, actually, I guess, okay, so Rotom could be a problem. I mean, honestly, just a lot of shit I gotta look out here for. Not a lot of preparation involved in this match. I think I'm probably just gonna hop into it. Slaking could be pretty scary. Can definitely, like, one-hit KO, like, everything except for Quagsire, but... Alright, so he's probably gonna expect me to lead off with Cradilly, but guess what? I'm fucking doing it. He doesn't look like he has really anything that could be too bad for Cradilly. Plus, I want to get them Stealth Rocks up, so let's go for it. Alright. So I'm sticking with the... I feel like the live battle thing's pretty interesting for you guys to watch. Definitely shows the thought process. Also, this is kind of just preparation for when I do my league matches. They're all gonna be live matches, so figured might as well get some practice in. I kind of suck at explaining my thought process, but you know, whatever. Okay, so he leads off with the Rotom. Brain Freeze over here. Probably just wants to Volt Switch out of here. I know Cradilly can take attacks from this thing. Obviously, I'm especially defensive. I'm going to get the Stealth Rocks up just because they're going to be useful later. Definitely for this fucking Brain Freeze thing. That's a pretty classic nickname for this guy, too. So, he's going to Confuse Ray. The fuck? Alright. Confuse Ray Rotom. Didn't see that coming. Don't hurt yourself, Cradilly. Don't do it. Don't hurt yourself. Fuck, I do hurt myself. That is unfortunate. And okay, hold on. My shit's lagging because I did have like a render going on in the background, but it's alright. Okay, so that should stop the lag. That's unfortunate that I hit myself there. Fuck your Confuse Ray, bro. Now he's gonna Volt Switch. So, Confuse Ray and then Volt Switch. Solid plan. Solid plan. I'm guessing he's probably gonna want to go into his maybe even Miss Maggie here. He knows I probably don't have anything that can hurt that thing. Would be a good time to start setting up with that. Although he could just go into maybe the Tangela. Honestly, I don't know. Don't see Tangela a lot in NU. They're definitely pretty common in PU. Okay, he's gonna actually go into the Malamar. I don't know why the fuck I didn't think of that. Superpower, all that fun stuff for Malamar always happens. Don't hurt yourself again, you fucking Cradildo. Yes, alright, alright. Perfect, so I am able to get Stealth Rocks up. Shiny Malamar looks fucking awesome. By the way, I love that thing, shiny. I kind of just love Malamar in general, just sick-ass design. But alright, so, do not want to take a superpower. That is what I do not want to do, and not a lot wants to take a superpower. I could switch into Quagsire. Sure, yeah, I think the switch into Quagsire is probably my best bet. I learned from the last couple matches I can take Psycho Cuts from Muck pretty well. I can take at least one of them if he doesn't have that many attack boosts. You know what, I'm just gonna go into Quagsire here. It's kind of my only play, seeing as Cradilly is definitely gonna be pretty useful for me in this match. And Malamar's kind of a threat. Let's see. Okay, so he does just go for the superpower. Not gonna do a whole lot of damage to Quagsire. Quagsire is a pretty decent check to Malamar's, just because a lot of the time people don't want to leave him in against Scalds, just because burns fuck these things up. Okay, so he could potentially switch into the Tangela. That would be pretty bad. Or he's just going to stay in here and just keep going for superpowers, racking up that attack. You know what, I'm going to go for a Toxic, maybe expecting a switch into the Tangela. Obviously, Grass-type switch into Quagsire. It's pretty obvious. Or he could go... Yeah, or honestly, yeah, I think that's probably his only safe switch there. Because I probably wouldn't want to stay in. If I was him, I would want to save the Malamar for later. Because his next superpower is probably going to bring me down to, like, almost half. Okay, so he is going to switch. What's he going to go into? He goes into Luke Nukem, which is the... Okay, it is the Tangela. Alright. Shiny Tangela. Looks like fucking Kenny from South Park if he was orange. I mean, regular Tangela looks like Kenny from South Park, but shiny Tangela looks like he's got some weird green-ass noodles. Alright, so I get a Toxic on that thing. That's really nice because these things can actually be super bulky. Plus, I don't know, Tangela's just... he's got some offensive power, too. Pretty interesting Pokemon, honestly. So I do not want to stay in here for a grass move. Ain't nobody got time for Giga Drain. I feel like it'd be a pretty safe time for me to switch into my Pyroar. Also, my voice feels like I'm kind of losing my voice a little bit, so if I sound different, I don't know. But alright, so I could just safely switch into Pyroar, seeing as he doesn't really have any attacking move that could one-hit KO me. He probably might Toxic me, but then again, if I do bring in Pyroar, he doesn't have a lot that he wants to switch into it. So, you know what, I'm going to bring in Pyroar here. Seems like a decent play. Oh, he is going to double switch. Maybe actually predicting my Pyroar, he's going to go into his Basculin. Oh, Basculin. Bay, fucking before all else. That's a classic nickname. Basculin. Alright, so he definitely did predict my Pyroar there, so that was a good play on his part. Carson making plays. Making plays. Alright, so. Shit, bro. Although this is a good time for me. I could just switch back into Quagmire, honestly. Looking like Quagsire is probably just going to be my safest switch here. That was a really good play on his part, although... what ability does Tangela get? Does he just get... I think it just gets Regenerator, right? Tangela can be Chlorophyll, Leaf Guard, or Regenerator. Probably going to be Regenerator. Okay. So getting a Toxic on that thing was really nice. Might be a little difficult to take out later, but let's see what he's going to go for here. So I just switched into Quagsire. I do have Water Absorb, so... it's funny, on this team I actually have two switch-ins that negate water moves. I have Storm Drain with Cradily, and then I have Water Absorb with Quagsire, so it's kind of funny. So I switch in Quagmire, he's all like giggity, 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 as he's just going to go for a Waterfall. Okay, so the Water Absorb comes in. Very nice, very nice. And, okay, so what's this thing going to want to do? Kind of expecting the Tangela to come back in. He might actually just stay in here thinking I might predict a switch, though. That would be pretty terrible. Although he might just go back into that Tangela, which would suck. That would suck. You know what? I'm going to predict a switch back into the Tangela. I'm going to switch into Muck here. He is going to switch out. Please be Tangela. Or actually, I guess anything's kind of a decent... so, okay, he's going to go into Miss Maggie. Alright. That's actually not too bad. I can take special attacks with Muck. Obviously, I got special defense for fucking days. Brings out the mustard-colored Miss Maggie. As, yeah, so okay. I almost went for the Toxic there. It would have been kind of nice to get on the Ghost with the hat, but I get Muck out here, so that's actually really good, too. I'm just going to go for the Poison Jab in case he wants to do any funny business with Substitute and Nasty Plot. Every time I see a Miss Maggie, I'm always just worried of it setting up substitutes, because that's what mine does. And I just know the power of this fucking thing, man. But then again, there's a lot of Miss Maggies that are like Will-O-Wisp and defensive, so kind of a couple ends of the spectrum. Okay, he's going to switch out. He's going to go into Caesar, which is the Slaking. Okay. Alright, Caesar. Caesar's scary. It's a funny nickname. Reference to Planet of the Apes there. I like it. I like it. So Poison Jab does not end up getting the poison, and now at this point, I have to bring in something that wants to take a fucking behemoth attack from Slaking. Oh god, what to do here? So Giga Impact will definitely kill Muck. I mean, at least I'm expecting the Giga Impact, or Earthquake, for that matter. I think I have to switch back into Quagsire. Although he might double switch. Oh, okay. Doesn't look like he did. Looks like he's just going to stay in. Go for a really powerful attack. Choice Banded Slaking is... I'm expecting you to be Choice Banded. Goes for the Giga Impact. Let's see how well Quagsire can take this, and holy shit, that did some damage. Although the drawback to Slaking, obviously, is the fact that it has the Truant ability, and he can't move for this turn. So, you know what, I'm just going to go for a Scald. He has to recharge. I'm going for the Scald in hopes that I might get a Scald Burn. I probably just jinxed it, though. And, okay, yep, no Scald Burn. Fuck. Well, so now he's free to attack again, and he can finish off Quagsire here. Which would be pretty terrible. Although, do I have anything else that can take an attack for this? Honestly, I really don't have a whole lot. I'm going to put my bottom screen here just for a second for you guys to see. I really do not have a lot that can take a Giga Impact. Cradily doesn't really enjoy it. You know, fuck, man. I would like to save Quagsire for later, but I don't know, man. I think I'm just going to go for the Recover. Just in case. Well, either way. Okay, so we just does end up going for the Giga Impact. That is going to take out Quagsire. And that is a bummer. So down goes my physical wall. Now this Slaking is going to be really fucking scary for me. Let's see, what should I do here? What could I bring in? So he is going to have to recharge. You know what, I'm going to bring in Pinsir. Just going with the first thing I thought of. Okay, I'm just going to go straight for the close combat. He does have to recharge. That is going to take out the Slaking, but he did take down my Quagsire, so I feel like that was a fair trade. Fair trade. Slaking for Quagsire got rid of an extremely large physical threat, which is why it's not that bad that I lost Quagsire, because he kind of, you know, did his job. He does still have Basculin around, which Quagsire would have been really nice to still have, but what are you going to do? Anyways, Pinsir is going to get the Moxie boost, so that's really nice. Nice and boosted Pinsir, and it doesn't look like he has really anything that he could outspeed Pinsir with, except for Mismagius, and I think I can take an attack from that thing, so Pinsir's not too scared. Pinsir doesn't afraid of anything. Just sitting here, ready to pinch the next dick that comes out, you know. Just the usual. So I'm really glad that I actually changed out this thing's item for a Life Orb because of the fact that I'm able to switch my move here. I was going to be locked into close combat, and as you can see, he does bring in the Mismagius here, so that would be pretty terrible if I was stuck into close combat. Luckily, I do have knockoff on this thing, so I'm just going to stay in and go for a knockoff, honestly. Moxie Pinsir. He's just going to go for a nasty plot. Probably didn't expect me to have any attack on his Mismagius. So that would have been a good play if I was going to switch. But knockoff is going to take out the Mismagius. Hell, Mismagius, whatever the fuck you want to call it. But knockoff takes it out, and Pinsir gets another Moxie boost. So look at Dick Pinch over here. Just putting in the finest of work right now. And that +2 attack, he has Malamar, Basculin, Rotom-Frost, and Tangela left. So he's going to go into Basculin. I believe the only thing he can really do is probably just Aqua Jet, unless these things... Actually, I think Basculin might be faster. Fuck. Let's see. Basculin, max speed. I think these things are pretty damn quick. Let me just double check here, because Pinsir is going to be useful for me for the rest of the match. Yeah, Basculin is going to be able to outspeed me. So I am going to switch into Cradilly here. Hopefully he doesn't predict this and go for the superpower. I know from first-hand experience, obviously Basculin can run superpower. That would be a really good play if he went for it. I went to Cradilly. Waterfall, that's going to activate. Storm Drain. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, so now I have an increase in special attack, so Giga Drain is actually going to be able to do a lot to whatever. So I'm just going to go for it. He's probably going to want to switch. I'm expecting into the Rotom-Frost, maybe even the Tangela or something. Actually, probably just Malamar. You know what? Either way, whatever the fuck he does, I'm just going to Giga Drain. Yes, he is going to switch out here. Goes into Brain Freeze. Okay, so he goes into the Rotom. This Giga Drain is going to do a decent amount of damage because of the Storm Drain. And, oh yeah, look at that damage. Oh, okay, that was a crit. I was going to say, what the fuck? Way too much damage for just one Storm Drain. But okay. At this point, he doesn't have any move that can one-hit KO me. At least I don't think. Blizzard, that can't hurt me unless he crits. Especially defensive Cradilly for the win. Doesn't even do half to me, as I am going to get a little bit of health back in the process of killing the Rotom. So down goes that thing. Not bad, not bad. And all he has left is Malamar, Basculin, and Tangela at this point. So we're doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good. Cradildo putting in work. Oh, drop my pencil. I sit here in my style as my stylus. I use a pencil, and I always fuck with it and end up dropping it. Okay, so he is going to go into the Malamar here. I am afraid of the superpower, but let's see. With no stat boost, I don't know for sure if superpower would actually be able to take me out here. So let's see. Especially defensive Cradilly. Superpower. You know what? I don't think he can kill. I'm gonna stay in and go for the Giga Drain just to get some. Actually, oh, he's gonna switcheroo. Oh shit! What the fuck? What did he give me? Gave me a Choice Scarf. Okay, well, I'm now a Scarfed Cradilly doing damage with fucking Giga Drain still, and he's gonna need at least two. I think maybe one or two physical attack raises to be able to kill me with superpowers, so I'm really not too worried. And honestly, Giga Drain was kind of what I was just going to stay locked into anyway, so I guess it doesn't really matter. So he's going to go for a superpower. Let's see how well Cradily takes this. Oh yeah, we can live that shit. And I'm able to get another... Storm Drain is coming through with the special attack for Cradily. So that's going to take out the Malamar. With a critical hit, I don't think that actually mattered. So all he has left is Basculin and Tangela at this point. The Basculin is kind of scary because it's probably Choice Banded. Actually, that makes it kind of less scary considering he's going to have to lock himself into one move if he does decide to go into that thing. I don't think he's going to go into Tangela because he probably doesn't really have any moves that could take care of Cradily. We shall see, I believe. He's going to go into Luke. No, okay, so he's going to go into the Tangela again. Regenerator, this thing's back to full. Fuck you, bruh. And since I am locked into freaking Giga Drain, no sense in staying in here, and I'm just going to switch into Pyroar. He might actually predict this. Going for the pretty obvious play, just going to go straight into Pyroar, as he is going to go maybe for the Sleep Powder, which would be a pretty nice move. He goes for the Stun Spore. Oh, shit. Well then. Okay, so Stun Spore, that's kind of scary. I'm slow as a motherfucker now. And you know what? I'm just going to lock myself... I'm just going to go for Hyper Voice. I am Choice Specs. I'm going to lock myself into Hyper Voice just in case he wants to go into the Basculin, which he probably is going to want to go into the Basculin. No, oh shit, he's going to stay and goes for the Ancient Power. His Tangela has Ancient Power. Did not expect that. And crit, and... Alright, I was not paralyzed. Thank you. Thank you. As Hyper Voice is going to take care of the Tangela, yet he does still have a Basculin left. So he is probably going to be able to take me out, although I can Revenge Kill that thing, so... At least I'm guessing that he's going to be Choice Banded, so we'll kind of see what he's going to lock himself into here. I'm expecting... Well, actually, he's going to be able to outspeed, so we could actually just go for the Waterfall. Fuck. Or he's probably not... No, he can't just go for the Waterfall, because I do still have Cradily left, so... He's in a pretty weird position. He's okay, so he does have to lock himself into Double Edge here, which is going to take care of Pyroar. But, I should be able to finish this off here. Basculin's at about half health. What have I got left for this thing? I have Tauros, who is able to outspeed Basculin. Tauros just doing his job, coming in late game, outspeeding stuff, getting damage off. You know the deal. So, Lime comes in. Rock Climb should be able to finish off the fish. Unless for some reason he outspeeds in... Okay, yeah. Oh, fuck, I missed! I missed! Oh, God. And Double Edge. Okay, luckily, though, Double Edge isn't able to take me out. If I miss this again, I swear to God. Don't be missing your fucking rock climbs, Tauros. What am I paying you for, buddy? Moment of truth. And, okay, I didn't miss. Rock Climb is going to be able to take out the Basculin, and that was a good game, my friend. Thank you for the match. Alright, so, if you guys are enjoying these live Wi-Fi battles, be sure to leave in the comments that you want to see some more of these, and I will definitely be doing some more live Wi-Fi battles. So, thank you guys for watching. Hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed, and I will see you guys later. Peace out.